Martin O'Malley, whom we confirmed last night, understands this. The commissioner, he'll make sure that Social Security Administration is accessible and responsive. He'll ensure we're keeping this bedrock promise to the American people. We need to do our part, Mr. President, in this body too. It means passing my Social Security Fairness Act to repeal restrictions from two old laws that are preventing more than 3 million Americans, about 250,000 people in my state alone, including Ohio law enforcement, from receiving the Social Security benefits they earn. Ohio first responders put their lives on the line to protect our communities. They paid into Social Security just like everyone else. All these Ohio workers are asking for is what they've earned. That is the dignity of a secure retirement. We need to pass my bill to reform the supplemental security income, so-called SSIs, programs, outdated restrictions that punish people for working and saving, prevent 8 million Americans with disabilities from building a better life for themselves. Hasn't changed in 40 years. We should update it. These Americans have even $1, if they have even $1 more than $2,000 in their savings account, or $3,000 for married couples, all their, not very high, frankly, all their SSI benefits are taken away. With these outdated rules, there's no way to save for an emergency or plan for the future or, in essence, have agency over your own life. There's broad support for this. It's not partisan. It's not ideological. When I asked the CEOs, the committee I chair, the Banking and Housing Committee, I asked the CEOs of the 8 largest banks if they supported this change. Every single one of them said yes. Every single one endorsed my bill. The big banks and I don't agree on much of anything, but we do agree on this. By passing our bipartisan bill to update this outdated program, we also can fix the root cause of the SSI overpayments and clawbacks that have been hitting too many Ohioans. This has gone on for far too long, hurt too many Ohioans who, again, through no fault of their own, have been forced to deal with the issue of overpayments because of SSA's outdated policies. Ohioans shouldn't be paying for the government's mistakes. Martin O'Malley, our new commissioner, made clear to me in a one-on-one meeting that he's committed to working with us to finally address the root cause of these overpayments.
Hello, friends. Happy New Year to all of you. This could really help millions of Americans. A newly proposed change to Social Security may actually benefit many recipients. Top analysts have confirmed that by adjusting some of the program's rules, recipients may receive as much as $8,000 extra. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Now, friends, according to Newsweek, the United States has approximately 2 million grandparents who have taken on the role of being full-time caregivers for their grandchildren. But a recent study suggests that a potential alteration in Social Security regulations could bring much-needed extra financial relief. This would mean an additional $8,100 to these caregiving grandparents. The Center for Retirement Research at Boston College conducted the study, proposing that aligning the rules of the Social Security Administration with those of the Internal Revenue Service could lead to significant benefits for millions of grandparents. Currently, under SSA rules, Social Security child benefits are limited to legal dependents of Social Security beneficiaries, excluding many grandparents who have not legally adopted their grandchildren, but are their primary caregivers. In contrast, the IRS allows grandparents to claim a child as a dependent for tax purposes without requiring legal custody. The CRR suggests that adopting similar guidelines in the SSA would be very beneficial for caregiving grandparents. Analysts highlight that nearly half of grandparent caregiver households could qualify for child benefits if the eligibility criteria were aligned with the IRS. This proposed alignment could mean an additional $8,100 annually for the average eligible household, providing crucial financial support, especially since caregiving often depletes savings which are intended for bills and retirement. The responsibilities of being a full-time caregiver can also limit a grandparent's ability to work longer, potentially leading to early retirement without any adequate financial resources. The CRR proposes that modifying Social Security child benefits could be a very practical solution to ease the financial stress on grandparents. They suggest replacing the SSA's adoption prerequisite with the existing IRS requirements. However, it is important to note that even with such a change, a significant proportion of caregiving grandparents who have not claimed their own Social Security benefits would still lack this added support. Many grandparents raising grandchildren often face substantial financial challenges. While the proposed modification in the SSA guidelines is not a solve-it-all, it could be a crucial step in recognizing and supporting grandparents. According to CNN News, the stakes could not be higher for the Federal Reserve this year. America's central bank is on the verge of defeating inflation without causing a sharp rise in unemployment. Last year, as inflation drifted to its slowest annual pace in 2 years, unemployment remained low and Americans continue to spend, despite the highest interest rates in 22 years. Not only has that raised hopes of a soft landing, but it's also sparked discussions over the next crucial phase of the Fed's historic inflation fight. The Fed clearly signaled it intends to begin to cut rates this year, giving Americans some much-needed respite from the tough borrowing costs. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said last month, "We want to be reducing restriction on the economy well before 2%, but that waiting to cut rates until inflation reaches 2% would be too late. Inflation is currently running below 3%, and central bank officials have signaled that rates are well into restrictive territory. However, the timing of that first rate cut and how many there will ultimately be this year is where things become muddled. Officials penciled in 3 rate cuts for 2024, but markets are pricing in double that amount, beginning as soon as March. Whatever turn the economy takes in 2024, this will be a critical year for the central bank. Investors and the Fed both agree that rates will need to come down in 2024 based on the U.S. economy's direction. Hiring, growth, and inflation all slowed gradually last year, and that steady slowdown is expected to persist. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on the current state of our economy? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.